The NCAA has reported annual revenues over $1 billion, largely on the strength of the TV deals and marketing fees associated with some of the biggest events in all of sports. Yet the players do not receive a penny of these deals that are made by the NCAA. Thousands of student athletes all over the country are being mistreated and deserve to be able to use their name, image, and likeness as they please. The NCAA is one of the most profitable organizations in all of sports, yet the players do not have the opportunities to capitalize off their own name, image, or likeness. I have worked in college athletics for over 2 years, and I've spent this last semester researching what is NIL and how it is going to affect the future of college athletics. Today, I'm going to discuss what is NIL. I'm going to discuss the famous O'Bannon versus the NCAA case. And finally, I will discuss some moves that are currently being made in order for athletes to use their own NIL. So what is NIL? NIL stands for name, image, and likeness, and refers to what the players have as a student athlete. So basically, a student is not allowed to make a profit off of their own name, image, or likeness. And according to ESPN, current NCAA rules prohibit college athletes from accepting any payment from a third party in exchange for the use of their name, image, or likeness. Now, regular students on campus are able to make a profit off their NIL. A singer in the USF music program is allowed to go make an album and make profit off of their NIL. So basically, these players are not able to receive money off of things such as Instagram deals, autographs, apparel, etc. Now that you have a better understanding of what NIL is, let's talk about the famous O'Bannon versus the NCAA case. Ed O'Bannon was a former NCAA athlete who played for UCLA. He recognized that in a video game, there was a player that had his same number, same height, and was also left-handed. This video game was NCAA Basketball 010. After Ed O'Bannon discovered himself in this basketball game, he felt that it was unfair that the NCAA was using what was obviously him in a video game without his permission. And according to ESPN, on August 8th, 2014, Judge Claudia Wilkin found for Ed O'Bannon, holding that the NCAA rules and bylaws operate as an unreasonable restraint of trade in violation of the antitrust law. So after the O'Bannon versus the NCAA case, the NCAA was no longer allowed to continue its video game franchise. Now that we have discussed what is NIL in the famous O'Bannon versus the NCAA case, I will discuss some moves that are being made towards an NIL deal for student athletes. According to ESPN, in the past year, more than 24 states have passed or proposed laws that would make it illegal for colleges to enforce the NCAA's current NIL rules. So states are therefore looking after their own student athletes and would make it illegal for these universities to enforce the NCAA's current NIL rules. And according to Dan Murphy, the NCAA asked Congress to create a federal law which would avoid differences in state law that might give one group of schools an advantage over others in recruiting future athletes. So in conclusion, I have discussed what is NIL. I discussed the famous O'Bannon versus the NCAA case, and I also discussed some moves that are being made in order for the NCAA to make a NIL deal. The NCAA is one of the most profitable sports organizations in the country, yet the players do not have the opportunity to capitalize off their own name, image, or likeness. Thank you. Have a great day.